Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Aha! Showtime!
Holy Testicle Tuesday!
Was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Kid, an ordinary person spends his life avoiding tense situations.
Reefer Man spends his life getting into tense situations. Bouncer!
You know how fast you were going?
65.
63.
In this town,
Isn't the speed limit 65?
you don't mess with the law.
Yeah.
Candy bars.
The law
Don't spit in that cop's burger.
messes with you.
That look like spit to you?
Burger Park!
Super Troopers.
They're coming back, man!
Pull the vehicle over.
I'm already pulled over! He's already pulled over! He can't pull over any farther!
Rated R.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great week and a great Tuesday. Welcome to Talk Hard. We're here to have some fun and talk about Super Troopers. That's right, 2001 Broken Lizard classic comedy that so many people just love. And yeah, we're just going to hang out, have some laughs, talk about some of the craziness in this film. So I have not watched this film probably since it dropped. It is not one that makes the Mrs. Radar screen, as many of you would probably understand by the stories that we have shared. But yeah, I enjoyed having to revisit this one for sure. Because yeah, I hadn't been on the thing. So with me, a great special guest tonight. We have Beard of Liberty. He's over here. He's hanging out. He's got the hat. He's got the stogie. He is going to be having a good time. Beard, thanks for coming back and enjoying Talk Hard again, my friend. Great to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's always a good time hanging out with you, Pops. And of course, we got the wonderful SQUEEKA and LOKI here as well. So looking forward to getting into it. This has been something that I actually have seen before, which is probably a shock to some people who know me and know that I don't really watch movies, but I haven't revisited it in a long time. So it was a lot of fun getting back into it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it's great to have you, my friend. SQUEEKA Mouse, great to have you, lady. What's going on? How you been?
Been all right. It was fun to watch this. I hadn't watched the whole thing through. I'd seen, of course, like clips here and there, and I mean, everybody knows the snozberries. I'd seen a couple of Broken Lizard things. I think I'd seen Club Dread, and I feel like there's another one I've seen because the name sounds familiar. So it was nice to I like them. I like their comedy, so it was really fun to watch. It kind of makes me want to be a state trooper. Just for the shenanigans.
Oh, just made her snort. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, he makes it. He's coming in here right at the sound of the bell. IRONCASTER's in the house. So, look, my friend, what is going
dancing.
on?
We need the IRONCASTER.
We missed the dancing backstage. We didn't get an IRONCASTER backstage dance before we started, but yeah, it'd be all right. So,
dang it! You just got to rob me of all the good stuff.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Loki, what's going on, brother? How you been?
You guys like Mexico? Ow! Dude, I love this movie. I saw this movie when it came out. I helped fund the second movie, which was a giant smelly turd, but hey, it's Super Troopers. But I love this movie, so this is great. It's great watching it again. I love the beginning of this movie because if you were ever a stoner in a car with stoner buddies that were carrying, and you were like, "Here, eat this." Yeah, it's one of those things some of us actually all experienced. So yay for Super Troopers and laughing my ass off at the beginning of this movie again for the millionth time.
Awesome. That's awesome. I definitely look forward to hear some of the stories and some of the favorite moments for sure. So, Ironcaster, my friend, you're the one who made sure this one made the list this year. You weren't going to get it bumped. Was not going to get bumped again. It was going to make sure that it made the list this year. Ironcaster, brother, thanks for joining us. What is going on, man? How you been?
Oh, it was one of those things where I decided to sit down for about 5 minutes after I got out of work, and that 5 minutes turned into a nice little like half-hour nap last minute there. Apologies.
Because of that, we miss our dancing, SQUEEKA. We missed our dancing. It's a shame, folks. I don't know. You're robbed of some moments, but yeah, it's all right. So yeah, Super Trooper. So let me get Ironcaster up in here. We got to get him added in, and it's not letting me. So let me fix that and just start from scratch. We'll do it this way. Bear with me, folks. We're going to add him the old-fashioned way. Woo! Sound effects are free. All right, yeah, Super Trooper. So, SQUEEKA, you said you had not ever seen this one. You're kind of familiar with Broken Lizard, but had never seen this one.
Yeah, not in its entirety. Not like start to finish. Not crazy chase scenes and the Miata and the oh my gosh when he'd throw. I was muted because Loki made me laugh again when he like jumped in that trooper car. It was like, yeah, that way I was like, oh my god, these guys, these poor guys. And the whole time during the chase, like, oh, there's so many beautiful moments. I mean, everybody knows the Schnozberries line and the Shenanigans line, but oh my gosh, there's so much more. It was so funny.
The movie's a blast.
The
Lots of great
beginning,
moments.
it like from the get-go, man, it's just like jumps you in. Oh my god. The part where he like zooms past, backs up, zooms past again. Like it was beautiful.
Littering and littering and littering and.
Well, and then he speeds off and comes back. I was like, oh my god, these poor guys.
I'm freaking out, man.
Candy bars.
And it just doesn't disappoint, man. It just it keeps going from there. It just didn't stop.
Yeah. Well, let's say hello to this wonderful chat. Tons of folks here that are just amazing every week, and some new faces as well, I think, here. So Snorty's in the house. Great to see Snorty out there. Hail to you. There. Hail to everyone. So hail to Edwin. Great to have you, brother. Thanks for being here. Penny's here. Penny says she's starting a Bible study, so she'll be listening back and forth in that. So you enjoy it, Penny, and yeah, that'd be awesome. Of course, the lovely SQUEEKA Mouse chiming in. Great to see her doing that. Jacob Ironside, he'll be on a little bit later on. So Jacob Ironside saying, "What up, y'all?" Well, what up to you, Jacob? Great to have you, brother. Soul Assassin's in the house. Yes, I'm dropping another great line, a great quote. Man, just wanted a liter of cola. Liter of cola. It just never stops the liter of cola, man. It felt like an Ironcaster thing. It just felt like something Ironcaster would say, like over and over again. No, I want my liter of cola. No, a liter of cola.
Oh my god! And then when he
I don't
jumped
know
him from behind,
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Man, Farva was a handful. I tell you what.
Beard of
Look
Legend.
like it is spit in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Beard of
Oh well,
Legend
he
is in
eats
the
it
house, right?
anyways.
It's for a cop.
It's like whatever. Yeah. Yeah. In SQUEEKA, they say that you just want to annoy people. She pulls over. Is there a problem, Meow? Meow, is there a problem?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to do that.
I was about to say that is absolutely something you would do.
Eris has done that before, so she's done the meow thing before.
Yeah, what's the problem here?
Or Snorty says you just want to be stopped by a trooper.
I've been stopped by plenty. I used to be friends with the county
Mhm.
sheriffs back home, and we would race cars at night, and yeah.
See, Soul Assassin says, "Yeah, I haven't seen it in years, but still remember the quotes." Yeah, this is a very quotable movie built around great moments. So for me, that was the biggest thing. It was like trying to remember like the scene, like which scene's coming up, which scene is next, that kind of thing. So, man, here's a great appearance. Milspec's in the house. Now, for those of you at home that don't know, that's one of the illustrious five. That's right. That's my oldest son. So, hail to you. Be safe. Thanks for joining, hanging out with us. So yeah, the it doesn't waste any time with the crazy stuff. Getting pulled over shenanigans. I think many of us had those type of friends. I don't know about you guys. I had these type of friends. I definitely had these type of friends. So, and I have to be honest, I never ever forget this guy's performance. It's freaking amazing. This guy is all in. It's just incredible. So, Beard, you said you hadn't seen this in a while. Right off from the get-go, you two just had to be losing it watching this insanity.
Oh, yeah. It just drops you into the what the hell is going on. Like these guys are experiencing just full on. They don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. If you've never seen the movie, when this whole beginning part is happening, you don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's fantastic. Everything, like you said, that dude's performance, his dedication to getting rid of the evidence. They give him that third bag. He's like, "No, I can't." And it's like, "All right, I'm gonna go for a dump. I'm gonna go for a dump." It's like, "Oh, we're good." Then we get down to the point where it's like, littering and smoking the reefer. Now we're gonna stand here, make you guys smoke it all. And he goes, "Please no."
He's licking the glass at one point was my favorite part.
Oh, and the fact that he's just constantly got stuff in his teeth and on his face. Oh.
He's kind of a journeyman performer. He actually did some a lot of voice work. Jeffrey Amend, but I'll never forget this role, this character. It's crazy. So, Loki, we had friends like this.
Yeah,
did we?
Yeah,
not?
no, that is my buddy Scotty. Scotty was the one that if you were in a car with, that he was holding, and he was the one that was going to eat it all or whatever if we got pulled over. So when you see this is like me and my buddies hanging out back in the day, which is the reason why we all found it so freaking hilarious. And I mean, it's funny either way, whether you lived through something like that or you're just seeing it for the first time on Zoom.
Yeah. Want to say thanks to Penny. Penny, become a member. Thank you so much, Penny. I hope you enjoy some of the early access to some of the videos and that kind of stuff, getting the first look ahead of everybody else. And appreciate your support and friendship over the years doing this. So great to have you doing that. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Jacob saying, haven't seen this. This one's crazy, Jacob. This is zany and nuts. Ask the panel here as we walk through this one. This one's crazy. And I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just nuts. It's kind of unchained craziness for sure. So Claude is also here. Great to see Claude hopping in, hanging out with us as well. And I don't know, Ironcaster, you're a little bit younger than us. Did you got the friends? And I'm worried that if he says no, he may be the person. I'm a little concerned for what the answer would be.
Do you like candy bars?
I definitely had the friends who were big like this into it. But the thing is, Super Troopers was a movie that, while, mind you, this came out when I was like 12 or so. This is a movie that was just like getting played a lot when I was going into those high school years. So this was one of those like, of its time stoner movies for sort of me and my friends at the time. It would get kind of broad every now and then, but in all honesty, it's not a movie I've had a massive affinity for. Like I've seen it on occasion. It's one that doesn't quite resonate with me well enough. Like I like stuff in it, but it's one that just doesn't click for me.
Interesting. I'm actually very surprised by that. Anyone else surprised by that? I'm very, very surprised by that. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like the movie does have a bit of that "you had to be there" kind of feeling to it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there are ultimately other stoner movies like this, sort of this genre, that do work better for me. That I did really enjoy. The one I always
Okay.
go to, for example, is like Detroit Rock City. That is sort of my go-to, stoner movie. I mean, look, even though it's ultimately not kind of is that, but like people don't widely consider this to be of that. It's really just stuff like here's a comedy troupe that was able to get the funding together to put out a movie. I
You
like
know,
there's stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, horror movies start out that way, right?
You mean scary movie?
No, you said Detroit Rock City. Horror movies
Yeah,
start out that way.
I've never even seen Detroit Rock. Yeah,
I have a feeling
I'm a dazed
Ancaster's
and
gonna put that on the
confused.
list.
I think you just remembered because this girl's walking towards the car and they're like, "Dude, horror movies start out this way," and his buddy's
right.
like, "No, man, porno movies start out this way, man."
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
It's been far too long since I've seen it. I just that's a movie I always go to because that's like it's supposed to be like set in the 70s. These kids trying to go, get the money together, they get the tickets. They're gonna they're gonna go catch a Kiss concert and like all the hijinks they get into along the way. This, I mean, the thing is kind of going back to Super Troopers. It feels more like it was a movie for this comedy troupe, the Broken Lizards, who just wanted to kind of do some of the silly bits that they might do. Like we're gonna have the syrup drinking contest. We're gonna kind of do our little bits with our buddies. It's just in a way the plot feels a little too light in the movie for me to really get into.
They've been doing.
Oh, you're so funny.
They've been doing that for a long time. You talk about Pee Wee Herman and Dan Aykroyd and all of them. They did it on Saturday Night Live, but Saturday Night Live was the one that was like on all the time. You had a bunch of different troops that did exactly what Saturday Night Live did. They just did it on the road, constantly moving around, or they had one place where they do it. They'd have a theater where, hey, this is where we do our show each week. And those guys made movies. They made comedy movies in the 80s. So this was exactly the same thing that National Lampoon had done, that Saturday Night Live had done. They just did it their way, and it was funny as shit.
And it's unfortunate because I recognize it's funny. There's stuff in it I do like. It just doesn't quite work for me. And I hate to be the downer here, but it's like everyone loves this movie, but I'm like, yeah, but I kind of don't.
Well, it's funny because you like a movie that either I haven't seen, other people are kind of down on, like Detroit Rock City. Of course, I'm old, so for me, it's more like Fast Time at Ridgemont High and Dazed and Confused, are more like the stoner type movies that I adore. But Beard, he made the mistake. I don't know your thoughts. There's not a lot of plot in this movie. It's just a string of just craziness that kind of is thread around that they're going to get, lose their jobs and maybe they'll solve this crime or whatever. But it's literally just them writing down these random skits and ideas and shenanigans thrown against the wall so everybody just has a laugh. Am I right?
Yeah, it sort of feels a little bit like I acknowledge the core plot is incredibly thin. It basically exists for the other. People are going to hear this word a lot today. Shenanigans to happen around, and it almost feels kind of like slice of life, where it's just buddies hanging out, having fun. It just so happens that they're state troopers in this instance, and at its core, it is just a bunch of buddies kind of having fun making a movie. So yeah, I get that there's not a lot here. And it's not going to be for everybody, but it hits all the right buttons with me. Like it's just coherent enough to be a story, and it's just goofy enough to make me chuckle. I don't have to give it 100% of my attention. It's just fun.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Not every movie is going to appeal to everyone. For the people that love this movie, more power to you guys. But it's like, I don't know, I watched it, I just like, God, I hate Farva so much.
Oh, everybody hates
Farva. It's all you see. This is the kind of thing I was talking to someone earlier. It's like they hated a character in a movie and it was whatever. And I'm like, well, that's kind of, you were kind of supposed to hate the character. That's kind of, you actually, the actor did a good job. That's what the actor is supposed to do. Like, I was you did a good job.
You're right, but it's just like the most it's getting out of me. It's like the jokes are there, but like I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing as much at it as most other people. Like in the opening sequence with the cops, like that is hilarious. Like I'm laughing at that myself.
Ironcaster, I think you just need a mustache ride.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's the real problem is there.
I want one. I want one.
Maple syrup. Yes.
I forgot about the Germans in this movie.
Yeah.
The Germans, man. The Germans are shit.
Tickle, tickle.
Yeah.
Scheiße.
The best part of that scene is just kept going. I forgot how long that gag just kept going. Like, oh my gosh, just still, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you hop over on Uncle Rabbit's lap? I don't think that'd be a good idea right now.
That's not a good idea right now. That was a great line. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I guarantee you for like a whole year, every Porsche that was driving on the road had that song in it, ready to go. Ready to play the German Scheiße song. Yeah.
I wonder if this inspired Reno 911 or the other way around. I mean, probably. It's one of those things where the folks that were doing the Reno 911 might have had a pitch already in play or it got done. I don't know. But it could have just been, hey, listen, this is funny. It made some money. Can we get our cop show done now? And maybe that got a greenlit. I don't know. I don't know the history here. It came out before Reno 911. So that's my prediction of stuff. So, and then Lots of Sharks makes it bad for because the Iron Inquisitor. Lack of sharks.
How does something like this become a trilogy? Because yes,
I've never watched any of the other movies.
The third movie is being made. The second movie was crowdfunded. The third movie.
I remember when it was crowdfunded, but I never watched it. I was so afraid to watch it.
It's horrible. It's absolute.
Like enough time had passed, and I think like the moment, like the spark they had, just wasn't going to make it. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a standalone.
I mean, I guess they have nothing else, right? So this is their shtick. They're a comedy troupe. They have their their career is centered around all this. Like you're not going to be invited over to do a dramatic piece on a Christopher Nolan film, or going to be co-starring over at the MCU most likely. So it's like do what you do and just keep at it. You're going to hit, you're going to miss, and
that made him money for a while. They were in Dukes of Hazzard. You had him and Rabbit in Dukes of Hazzard when the General Lee burns off and Homeboy's like, Mother of God. And I mean, that's the only reason they're in the movie is college security. They're two college security on campus guys. Because obviously they lost their jobs as troopers, and they even like make fun of that in the second movie. So,
and they did called Beer Fest. I've never watched Beer Fest, but there were other movies that were done, and it's not. And it's also not like they have to. They don't have a ton of money either. So it's like they can make a good profit because they can keep their budget. This is the kind of comedies that need to be made.
There's a bit in Beer Fest where one of the characters dies off, and they conveniently have his twin brother, who looks exactly like him, the same actor, come in and says, I think in the spirit of my brother, like I'm going to step in and fill his shoes. Oh, and you can keep calling me by his name too.
Gotcha. SQUEEKA, what were some of the thoughts that were running through your head when we're watching something this crazy and zany? Because this is like it's. I'm not even sure it's in the spirit of Airplane or Naked Gun that we've talked about a little bit. It's even sort of a different level of sort of like crazy and out there.
I mean, yeah, it's not the same kind of comedy in a way, but at the same time, like it's just it is that kind of comedy where they are a troupe, and like watching them play off of each other, kind of like in Blues Brothers. They're used to each other, and watching them play off of each other, like it's funny. And like I said, I'd seen them in Club Dread, so I was used to Broken Lizard, and I was excited to kind of see how they would do this. And So it wasn't necessarily a first watch of their type of comedy for me, because I had already seen how they work together, and I love Club Dread. I have a friend that calls me Penelope just because of that movie. It's I mean, I liked the fact that even without the plot, you still could follow a little bit. But it always took this strange new turn. like finding the stuff in the Winnebago. Like, I was like, okay, that was a little awkward, but let's keep going. And it had its serious moments, but I just, like I said, I liked the comedy where they play off each other, where you know that they've done this before, that they are a group of people. And yeah, it's not the same as Leslie Nielsen in that, but I think it's funny. I love this movie. Like,
I actually kind of wish the Winnebago and the end of the movie was a little bit different. I actually don't like the way the movie ends. I actually wish that they kind of like had a Pink Panther sort of approach to everything, where they just sort of like bumble into the solution to save the day. It's sort of just contrived that they show up and then it's like, oh, the girl really kind of put everything together for them, because they're just so wasted by the time that all shows around. So yeah, it's
yeah.
okay.
The part with the plane, I meant like when they stumble into the Winnebago, because
yeah, because they're making out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but like the end,
Stumble, heavy air quotes.
I mean, I agree. I didn't really like the ending. It's kind of like they were trying to wrap it up quickly, and when there was a guy in a red jacket that kind of like disappeared, and I didn't even know where he went to. I couldn't. I've tried to watch for him, but I was like, where'd that guy go? But I did like the fight between what was his name? O'Hare, the captain. I did like
the old guys.
Yeah, I like the fight between the old guys. But my favorite part of the ending was when they deliver the beer and they bust the party down, and there's that guy again, the little, what was his name? The guy that the Schnozberries guy.
Yep, Jeffrey Wren, the little college kid.
Yes, and he's at the end. I loved him at the end too. Like when he's doing the little duck hunt thing, and they're throwing stuff at him, and like he's just, I loved him. So I liked that part of the end, but I agree. I didn't really like the way that they just kind of found out about the bust and the truck and things like that.
Well, I think that one of the beauties of the movie, what makes it really work for me, is even the captain, played by Brian Cox. He was really, really good. Brian Cox. It's the same way, like in Dodgeball, the way they play off, the old guy and he's crotchety or whatever. It's like just stuff kind of gag of, and there's always, it's like a bunch of children. These grown men that are supposed to be, state troopers are just like they're worse than teenagers. They're completely wild and out of control. So yeah, I thought that was really kind of what you're nodding, Beard. You definitely felt that same way.
I just love how from the get-go he is just done with them. Like like every day he shows up to work, he just shows up and goes, ugh, I don't know what it's going to be today, but it's going to be something. And the way he plays it off is the way he acts it out is just, it's perfect. And then he reaches his point, he just gets done with it and decides he just wants to get drunk with them. And like you were saying, like the drunk old man fight is fantastic. Yeah.
My question, I guess, back to SQUEEKA then, of the guys, which one is Beard? Which one would Beard be?
Oh.
Beard is Beard. He's not a super trooper. He's just super.
It's a cop out, but I'll take it.
No, it's a trooper out, but okay. Ain't no
which one?
Nice.
Which one? I mean, I don't know. It's because he's got little traits of all of them, and I mean, like, he's kind of sweet, like, oh, what's his name, Mac, I think, and then like, but he's crazy. Well, when I make him do crazy things, we're crazy together, like with the. So
I'm thinking of at least one scene that I don't think you're going to call out, but just so you know, I know.
What? Okay, I don't know what scene it is.
We don't have to go down that route.
But yeah,
It's a family show.
he's a Farva there. How about that?
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
oh man.
I'm kidding.
I think Loki, it definitely connects with a lot of folks, especially in your generation, because a lot of people had 4 or 5 friends. You're hanging out a lot regularly. You just got to be, it was whether it was, partaking or drinking and whatever. So I think it kind of connects to all these different people in a lot of ways. And it's also like, hey, I got a friend like you said, Scott. I got a friend like so-and-so. Yeah. So it's like all of that, I think, creates even a different level that's way beyond the scope of just the movie itself.
Well, also the crew. You've got I had a buddy that was like this stoner. I had a buddy that was like this, but you've also got like the crew, the main crew, where especially if you've been in law enforcement, any kind of law enforcement, that some of these people actually exist. You may have met a Farva, you may have met a Mac, you may have met one of these guys, or you may have met a whole gaggle of them. So it's got something for everybody to relate to, or it's got someone in the movie that I guarantee you know from somewhere, especially if you live in the South, which is funny because this movie is supposed to be made up north towards the Canadian border, but it's a lot more like the cops I've met from the South than the North.
I think definitely one of the biggest moments that definitely fits that. It feels like it's the South, and it definitely goes to this scene because this is so radically. Like, it feels like this is going to be the bulletproof crush. Like it's just fearlessness. You know how much guys I talk about it all the time. There's one that's like this, the fearlessness of this scene to pull this off. Iron Cash, I don't care how much you hate this movie. This had to just make you die. It's completely unhinged and insane.
Hate is a strong word, but yes, this is one of the better scenes in the movie, just because it is one of those insane out there moments that you didn't expect to see coming, and then especially when they swap it out now, and now one of the other guys is wearing it.
Bullets bounce, man. Bullets bounce.
Yeah, bullet spalling is a thing. That'd be in his thighs. But it is great because it was like, I invented this gag, except it was the rookie that got naked. He turns and shoots and busts out the car window. It's like, ugh. And we use blanks. Like, he's just, again, that's just him being, I'm just over it. He's like, ugh, you guys.
Yeah, I think
my day we used blanks.
It made me laugh so much with just the use blanks. Just I don't know, there's so much about it. Soul Assassin's talking about the bear costume. I have no screenshots or anything about the bear costume, and dear Lord. So off camera, my brain goes, "Hey, Loki, how the hell did they make a bear costume that fast for this sequence? Like, how did they just have one the whole time? How many times have they done this, SQUEEKA?" Makes your brain start going down the rabbit hole of, holy cow, this must just happen a lot. I guess they do this gag. Like, what on earth?
I was like,
it wasn't a rabbit hole.
Oh, so do you have the costume from last year? And I'm thinking, I wonder if he's gonna, like, is it a scary costume? Like, I'm thinking run of the mill costumes. And they show this scene.
No, the response is, you just don't throw a costume like that away.
And then the sound on the tape recorder. The bear, yeah. Is that a bear?
And those poor cops watching him like, is he okay? This looks like a game.
Sir, do you need assistance?
They're debating how illegal it is. It's got to be illegal, right? It doesn't seem right.
I'm like, I know what my Halloween costume is going to be this year. I'm ready.
Sorry, she got me like that. I had to mute because she made me laugh so much. I had to need a moment. The idea of SQUEEKA is bear costume and Beard's. I don't know what Beard's doing in this sequence. I'm really confused and concerned. What are you
We
doing
don't need to talk about it.
Oh dear Lord! Oh dear Lord! Okay, sorry, I lost that. You got me. You got me on that.
SQUEEKA, you broke Pops.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this on cable where they had to like? He calls him Bear Humper. They are like, "Excuse me, Bear Humper." You're like, "Oh, that works, doesn't it?"
There's a lot of things that probably didn't make it across to cable. I was like, whoa, the full Monty's going on. Like,
Oh yeah, Farva. That shocked you.
oh man, and it was powdered sugar. I wish when I had gotten dusted down, it was powdered sugar. It was not powdered sugar when I got arrested.
It's delicious.
It was not delicious. I did not get dusted down. Powdered sugar.
Oh, sorry, I keep having to mute. I'm sorry. I have images of that in my head. Just so you guys know, I'm having a hard time keeping it together. Went from bear costume to SQUEEKA being covered in the powdered sugar scene, and it's just all gone sideways in my brain right now.
Don't worry. The other night it was me and the powdered sugar. That's a whole other image you probably don't want to picture.
Oh dear Lord! Oh dear Lord! Oh dear Lord! Oh my gosh! I'm losing control of the show.
And it was the last time I was invited on the show.
What's wrong, Pops?
No.
What's wrong, Pops? You couldn't handle our shenanigans? They're cheeky.
It's
and fun.
His shenanigans are tragic and sad.
The next person that says pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans.
Farva,
hey, Farva, what's that dumb restaurant you like with the stuff on the walls?
You know where I did that?
You shenanigans?
I know exactly what Pops can do the next time I suggest one of my movies.
Wee little shenanigans.
I like the part where Farva says that quote, when me shit turns purple or something, like when he says that quote that the chief always says, and then he looks at me and goes, "Do I sound like that?" And they're all like, "Oh, a little."
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So, yeah, overall, it's just like one sequence after another of almost like bits. And again, I don't know how to feel about it other than just sit back and just have a laugh. I cannot imagine even bothering trying to watch a cable version of this. My gosh, could you imagine the terrible job you'd have to edit and clean up a movie like this for cable? Oof. I guess it depends on the channel. Yeah. Wow. Sorority says, don't need a bear costume, but I've been known to wear the rubber human suit. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Beard said, Jacob says to Beard, it's in my head now. Where's the bleach? Yeah, I know. That's a rough one.
You're welcome.
Got us. He got us good, Jacob. He got us.
Man, now all I can think about is a big white fluffy pillow on top of a set of legs and hands sticking out. Damn it!
I know, man. This is a... You're going to have people making AI images out of this freaking episode. Man, this is bad.
Goofy white ball with a pair of hands, one sticking out of each side, and a pair of legs. And that's all you see. Thanks, Snorty.
I've done that. I've gone as a cotton ball for Halloween.
We've lost her. I can't understand a word.
I've done that. We went. We tried to make absurd costumes one year for work. And all I could think of is I found this white faux rabbit fur. So I made this huge cotton ball. Like people take the trash bags and stuff them full and they look like a pumpkin or whatever, like the orange trash bags. So I got one of those and covered it in this fake rabbit fur and went as a cotton ball. So I've done the white fur with the arms and legs sticking out. I've done that back before there was videos and cameras everywhere, thankfully.
Oh man.
Oh dear Lord.
But it wasn't powdered sugar.
It was not.
It was just faux rabbit fur.
Ah.
Oh boy. Wow. Okay, Ironcaster, favorite parts?
I mean, there are a few good bits in the movie. The one that I think sticks with me the most is just the syrup chugging contest in the in the diner. It's like of all the things to cut to, it's just suddenly gluck gluck gluck. I'm like, oh. I can feel my arteries just clogging.
I don't know if that's a callback. I think. Oh, what was it? Was it Jim Rome? It's the name that's coming to mind. Like I remember, like way back in the day, listened to on the radio, like him going off about how bowling is not a sport. They just chug beer, but they chug like this really thick beer, and the punchline is you might as well just chug a thing of maple syrup. It's the same thing. I don't know why that is a memory I have not thought of in probably 20 years. It just came back to me. I don't know if that's where they got it or if that's just a local thing.
Well, it was either that or the ketchup.
Oh. Ketchup.
Good thing you didn't order hash brown.
I think when chugged syrup like that, look, you don't even buy a chug syrup. I don't even buy a chug syrup.
Yes, I know somebody who's chugged syrup.
He stepped away for a second. Yeah, I don't have anybody chugging syrup. Syrup is fine. I mean,
I know somebody that's chugged syrup.
SQUEEKA.
It was butter pecan, and it was a dare, and we were at IHOP.
If it's butter pecan, I know you. It doesn't have to be a dare.
It might have been during my college days. It was a dare, y'all. It was a dare. I couldn't say no.
If it was at IHOP, is it got like the special like metal syrup container like that way, or you know what I mean? Because that makes it even funnier.
No, it was they had the plastic ones, and yeah, we had a contest, and it was the blueberry syrup and the butter pecan syrup, and we had friends holding it, and you had to drink it. They would pour it into our mouths. It was butter pecan, y'all. It was a dare. That's all I gotta say. It was delicious.
I'm seeing a date night at IHOP coming up here pretty soon.
No.
I don't understand why there's not more behind the scene photos, Beard. Don't you want to retire? It just takes a few of these videos to go viral. I'm telling you, it's gold, man.
Hey, look, I could retire, but I would retire dead.
Airplane, you know what I mean? Just first time watching, and it's just good.
I'll be lucky if I can sneak some audio recording one of these times.
Yeah,
You've already heard me sneeze, Pops. That's all you're getting out of me.
That's fair enough. Favorite scene, Beard? Got a favorite scene?
I mean, I think my default is I want to go to the whole opening scene with them just like messing with those stoner kids. But I think instead I'm going to go with something that's more of a throwaway, but still makes me laugh, is the two guys going undercover at the truck stop trying to figure out how to drive a big rig, and neither of them can. Who'd have thought it was a stick shift? I mean, it's a dumb scene, but they're so fired up and ready to go and just can't make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many moments that are kind of like that. Like, it was easy to kind of laugh at the stupidity and just have some fun with it. I don't, Yeah, because I think the other scenes are obviously my favorite scene. I mean, obviously the opening sequence is phenomenal. the shooting of the crotch was, I mean, I just couldn't believe how much it still made me
Pulling
laugh.
over the Porsche and the follow-up scene later.
Well, what about the fight that breaks out at the murder scene in Winnebago? Like, I mean,
with the pig. Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about the pig wrestling scene. Yeah, you're right.
And then they start bargaining for each other's cobs. Like, okay, well, I'll give you this guy for this guy. Well, they're both idiots, so like
I'll trade you these guys for the fat guy and the idiots, but you're gonna have to be more specific.
I asked Grok, I said, hey, what would it be like if Snorty wore a human costume? So it gave me this as the example. Oh, it didn't show me. Hold on, let me see if I can crop that.
I think it's appropriate that there's no face.
Yeah, let's try to let's take that. Let's delete it. Then we'll just share it directly and see what happens. And we'll get it to figure out how to fix it. See if we can get it. No, it's not going to let us do it this way. All right, we're going to just stop that. Then go back. And then we'll share it this way, like this. Boop. Boop. And make it big. Oh, sorry.
whoa.
Not showing you. There we go.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
So I give him like a little rubber mask face. So his ears are coming out the top. All the bears are there. See, his ears are in the top. He's wearing a fake rubber mask face inside the suit. Very, very disturbing. That's what I was going for. It had to be very disturbing, Snorty. So that's what it said, that you're human, weird, disturbing. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and the face is completely it never changes.
No
so he's like speaking
emotion, right? It's just
menacingly,
fake
smiling
smile.
at you.
Like a horror movie. Uh-huh. So that's a polar
He just comes
bear.
up with that look on his face. He goes, "How do you like my new skin?"
Yeah, it's a polar bear disguising itself as a human to prepare to go trick-or-treating in the north, is what I typed in. So, yeah. Very, very disturbing imagery right there. That one got me. I was like, wow, Grok. That's hardcore. So, yeah, but I don't want to tell you. That was how I did Snorty. Snorty, I don't know if you approve or not. Want a copy of it? I'll email it, text it to you or whatever. So, there you go. Yeah. Squeak and the hog wrestling was a great moment too. Thanks for bringing that up. That was really pretty good. They kept calling back to the Winnebago in different ways. The fight scenes, they just constantly were cop on cop brawls was like at least 3 times in this movie, which obviously made me laugh as well in different ways. So
the only thing I wanted to happen
Sorry.
was I wanted Farva to end up with the pig at the end of the movie. Like I wanted to call back to him having like the pig as a pet. I think that would have been hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been good. It it gave me what I wanted though. It gave me a good time, made me laugh. It's goofy, stupid fun. Shenanigans references. You know, I love the word shenanigans. Oh my gosh. I've been using the word shenanigans long before it was so widespread. Yeah. I used to have people who would text me, I heard the word shenanigans today and I thought of you. That's how long ago it was. Long before this movie. And I was like, oh yeah, shenanigans. Look at that. Made it in a movie. So like I said, I do wish the ending was more like, I think Pink Panther is probably the better example than even Naked Gun, where it's like their goofiness and they're making out so they find the weed in the Winnebago, and at the end there's other little clues and whatever, and they just kind of end up piecing it all together instead of it being the way it was. But also because they would win the brawl at the end, even though they're all wasted, which I thought was kind of silly. But definitely a fun time. Since you haven't seen it in a long time, Beard, what was your kind of thoughts on that? Because it's definitely, for me, it felt like completely new. Like it's been so long. I remember a couple bits, but not enough to even have a clue to what the story was.
I mean, I couldn't, before I rewatched it, I couldn't have like quoted scenes to you, but watching them again, I was just taken back down that road of just enjoying it the first time I watched it years ago. And it was almost kind of like revisiting a song you haven't heard in forever, and you find yourself remembering the lyrics right before they're said. And that was kind of the way with this movie, with some of the comedy bits. It's like, oh, this is the thing. I found myself chuckling before the punchline hit, and Squeak is sitting next to me, and I'm kind of like, don't give it away. I can't quote things ahead of time. I got to wait for her to watch this.
Oh, that's so true. That makes so much sense too. Because last week we were talking about Repo Man, and I was remembering words to the songs in that movie, and I'm like, how is that even possible? I've not watched this movie in like 30 years. There's not even a doubt it's been that long. So for this one, Super Troopers, it was like, see, Shenanigans. I know. I mean, I have Shenanigans as a clip that I use here on the channel, but there are a couple of the other bits I definitely knew. But there's other elements. I forgot all about the Germans. The Germans got me good. I forgot all about the Germans. Totally. I remember them like making out kind of, but I'm not, you know what I mean? The rest of it, no.
Yeah, that was one of those scenes when he stopped them and it was playing out like 5 seconds ahead of what was on screen in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But I completely forgot when they show up again later on.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the mustache gag and the stuff later on. Totally forgot about that for sure. I totally forgot about the girl and their little love interest thing. And she was actually pretty good in this. And then when they show up later and they're like, she's dressed like a biker and he's dressed like a cyclist. And it's a stupid gag. Squeak, I was actually kind of embarrassed. I have to admit that I laughed, and I don't even know how to explain because it's like it was not even a good joke, and it actually made me laugh. Did it get you at all? Do I feel like a little better that it got you?
Oh no, it got me. No, I laughed. I laughed at all of them, and sometimes to Beard's credit, like there was times when he would pre-laugh, but I thought it was over something else, so it made it funnier because I'm over here laughing. Like when they do the chase scene and the guy's like, I would have popped it. And he does a little hand symbol for a gun. Beard chuckled and I'm like, haha, he's probably laughing because the guy's making a gun motion. No, and then the car starts speeding backwards. I was like, oh, wasn't ready. I was still laughing at this thing over here. So it wasn't too bad to have some preemptive chuckling because it totally threw me off. So it made some of the jokes even funnier. But yes, I did laugh at the biker scene. So you're not alone. Because
it's good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. How about you in chat? You got some favorite moments we haven't talked about or anything like that, folks? I also, if I had to like a dream, I know it just seems like it's weird, and it's weird for you to like want to throw this in. So I don't know how you guys will take it, but so like the commissioner guy, and he like wants to pose with them with the rifle and all that kind of that guy. I actually wished he was sort of like incompetent as well. Like when they threw him the gun, he accidentally shot the roof tiles, but everybody's like, I was supposed to look the other way or something. Like I felt like he should have just been as incompetent as well. The whole system is just a spoof of the system. It's kind of how I felt, and they didn't go that route. And I wish they had. That was the only thing.
They kind of did when he took the shotgun and racked it and was like, game on or bring it on or whatever he said. It makes him look like he had something to do with all of this.
Right.
So
the
true. Fact that, he's almost taking credit for it like he was along for the ride when he had nothing to do with it.
That was absolutely like playing off of when you like the mayor of like as he was like of the tiny like little town, just being like, I'm gonna take him, show up, I'm gonna take credit for this, I'm gonna get the photo ops, and I think he was played pretty straight, but I think very deliberately so. Even later on when they think they've got everything in the bag, and he's just like, nah, y'all are doomed, whatever. Then Linda Carter shows up, just be like, yeah.
Look, I think we kind of talked about some of our other favorite moments like that. Anything else for you that's like the favorite?
The first 10 minutes of the movie is probably my favorite part of the movie. All the way from the beginning till he's like, "You boys like Mexico." That's brilliant, and that's something I could see. I could see some bored state troopers out in the middle of BFE and, the northern part of the United States, bored out of their minds. You know what? Let's get into a little mischief this morning, right? Catch a little couple of dopers going up to Canada because you know what they're going to. It's not the Po team.
Do you know how fast you're going? 63 in a 65.
Candy bars.
I can absolutely see that happening.
So I mean, yeah, the first 20 minutes of the movie is excellent. Everything after that's funny too. You got a lot of funny stuff. Some stuff that's unbelievable. The stuff with Farva in the jail cell covered in white sugar. Um, yeah, do I think they would really do that to him? Yeah, I do. Do I think he would really sell out his own guys to keep his job? Yeah, I do. It's
I
not like they did
do
anything
like
that's too unbelievable. Go ahead.
I do like that they let that scene play out to where like he looks like he's got enough integrity to like not throw these guys who constantly abuse him under the bus, and then you get that turnaround that he actually was him. Like I think that actually was a nice little touch.
Yeah,
because you totally expect it, and they leave it hanging enough that, yeah, no pun intended, Farva. Sorry, that you don't necessarily see it coming. Yeah, it's something you kind of expect, but they play it off that maybe what's her face from the other department has something to do with it as well. So they leave as far as just general movie storytelling, comedy aside, they leave that a little bit vague enough that once it actually is revealed that he was the guy who completely turned on him, you're both kind of like shocked and not shocked at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I love at the end. Yeah, Soul Assassin's quoted at the end where we have the little moment when the inflatable thing is on the roof. That's all I'm gonna say. It's got Ursula's name on it. It's over the top.
That's my car, and that's my girl.
Not gonna lie, Farva, I thought it was gonna be like some massive briefcase of like big, huge guns or something. Because he's like, "Look, I've always whipping it out." I did not see the doll coming. I did not, was not ready for that.
and the fact
I think
they brought
that's
the sorry.
No, I think that was the misdirection. I think that's what they were trying to go for. Go ahead, Loki.
I was just gonna say the fact they brought those guys back for the end of the movie. You think, well, they're shutting us down. We're out of jobs, guys. And then they show them delivering beer. What, like a year later, they're delivering that beer to that guy's house, and it happens to be the three guys they stopped at the beginning of the movie. And they're like, "Oh shit, man, you're not here to arrest us, man. No, we're delivering the beer. Oh, cool." And then they're undercover. So that's great. Newberry police.
They took the other
became
guys' jobs, right? Because they would all
took-
have gone to jail and deal with the crimes. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
like job
that's another
openings.
nice little storytelling beat, is because their department still gets shut down, but obviously all the other guys are going to not have a job anymore because they were in on it. But it's one of those little storytelling things that they don't just lay out and explain to you. Be like, oh, a year later, our guys are now hired on with the city police, and they just let it play out. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure, 100%. It was really good, and I will say, if I could add another thing too, I wish there was even more games that they played. I mean, I know that we have plenty of stuff in the story, but I feel like because we had the meow game, and then we have the repeater game, which I really did enjoy that one too. By the way, I thought that was a fun gag. I wish there was like another gag, another game they play. Like just, I love the fact that that was part of this because it feels like what you were saying earlier. Look, like they get out there, they're monotonous. It's like, let's say they are out there for a whole day, they don't really have anybody to pull over. They're getting their chops busted for not giving enough tickets or whatever. These people would do these kind of crazy things for sure. So I know I would have.
Call it Ramrod. Call it Ramrod.
Oh man, I forgot. I wrote it down.
I think the repeater one was just so funny to me because the other guy, that guy was actually very, very good. His timing is really, really phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think IRONCASTER got tied up with something. Kind of get to some final thoughts and other things. Look, you talk a little bit about more of like, how many times did you see this? Like, how does this kind of fit into the regular rotation for you? Because I know you like it.
Back when I was involved with things that I shouldn't have been, all the time, man. This is like a regular. You laughing your ass off. You sit back. You roll one, and do all the funny things. That it's even funnier that way, right? I can't tell you how many times I've seen this. It's a random watch. I've got both of them. I never watched the second one. I think I've seen the second one twice, but I've seen this one at least like, God, 1,000 times, if not more. It's fun to just throw on and laugh at and have a good time, whether you're partaking or not, whether you're in that area of expertise or not. It's funny either way. So I don't know. It's just a fun movie you throw on and you leave playing and you laugh at when you see it. I mean, if anything, is it a product of its time? Kind of, but it's still funny as hell. So most people would get canceled for making a movie like that now. Oh well, you
Yeah, I mean,
shouldn't
good
have
on
been the
them.
bears or the furry people by doing
Oh, it
something like
was.
that. That was so mean.
It's
No, it
long
wasn't. It
before
was
the
funny.
furries were a thing too. It's what makes it even better. It's just like now that's a thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie, this movie is. And you're right because of the sound effects too. Oh
Oh,
my gosh!
dude. Oh,
So the,
oh, oh, you're like, oh my God, what is going on?
so the only thing to make that joke better, I know you're not going to believe this is coming from me. Well, I almost feel like we should watch Beard's face. Is when he turns around and starts to run away because you kind of see his legs and stuff flopping and whatever. He doesn't have any pants on. That's what I think he should have been. He should have been bare ass naked, and that would have been you. I don't know how you don't pee yourself laughing that he doesn't have pants on. He's in there in this suit, whatever. Just I don't know. That movie, it's crazy. That just SQUEEKA had to have stopped to pee herself or something for that sequel. You had to pause the movie or something for that. There's no way that SQUEEKA got through that unscathed.
Oh no, I made it. I sat through the whole thing. I was really proud of myself. I laughed a lot. I snorted quite a few times, but I made it through the whole movie. I'm trying to get better about not pausing the movies.
I don't mind. I think it's part of the score. There should be like a pause score. Oh, this had to be paused 27 times.
I think with the bear there was plenty of pause going on already.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, so overall, like for me, this was one I have not watched in a long time. The missus is not watching this one. So, I don't know when I'll watch it again. I have no aversion to watching it or putting it on. I'm with Loki, it can just be on. I do find myself kind of what you were saying earlier, where I end up watching clips from this, and I've seen some of these clips so many times that I know the clips and the bits. So it feels like it's part of my life, even though I don't really watch the movie. It's kind of a weird. This is what you were kind of saying, Beard, right? It's like I already know these clips and stuff like that, even though I haven't watched this movie in like forever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure before the rewatch, I'd only actually seen this all the way through one time. I think it was probably in the early days of Netflix where you had the DVDs mailed to you that I actually watched it. It's not one that's like high on my list of rewatches, but it is one that as soon as I see it, I start remembering it and I start enjoying it.
Yeah, there's something to be said for that to accomplish that, right, guys? I mean, that's pretty incredible. I mean, they never ever do anything else good in their career or whatever. It doesn't matter because they've done that. They've scarred you to the point where you watch it one time, but you remember those bits. That's pretty impressive.
Scarred is probably an accurate definition.
Yeah, it's been etched into your cerebral cortex. You'll never forget it. Ironcaster, let's get your score out of you here. Favorite and least favorite parts.
See, it's a little tricky because it's like there's a lot of good individual sequences in a bit. I think probably my favorite part of this movie's got to be just the opening sequence with the stoners in the car, and even kind of the way they sort of tail end the movie by having them show back up again. I think that's the best sequence, that first 10 minutes. And as for the worst part, I guess ultimately the worst part for me is just sort of the bigger plot, which is it's there, but it just doesn't really feel if in a way it feels like it's you just want to see the guys have the hijinks and do the silly stuff, and it's like, well, they needed a plot, they needed a plot to justify making the movie. So it's like that's the biggest issue with it. I feel is just the plot is too thin. I like the characters, I enjoy it for that, but as far as the movie goes, I feel like it's lacking. I'm gonna say for me, it's like a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
It's like
I okay.
I
That's
don't
you're
hate
scoring
it,
it the
but
same as me. I'm shocked. I literally thought you were going to come in at like a 2 out of 5, like a 4. I really thought you were going to come in lower because I'm kind of with you. I'm middling on the movie. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that's an okay movie. It's like it's fine. Things can be in the average because it's just a goofy, dumb movie.
yeah, no, for me to rank it lower, I would have to actively dislike it. I'm I'm neutral on it. I'm not, it's like it's like saying it's not overwhelming, it's not underwhelming, it's whelming.
Be honest, you're just pissed because they never went to Shenanigans.
That's true. That's good.
And if you want to see the movie, or if you want to see the restaurant they were talking about, Shenanigans, watch the movie Waiting, because that's what that movie's all about.
Yeah.
It's about shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yeah, it feels like it's in the same universe for sure.
I thought it was.
That movie will make you treat food service people much better than you ever have before.
It's angry.
Well, there's an entertainment place called Shenanigans now. Like a, party place, like bowling and arcade kind of thing, called Shenanigans.
Okay, whew, I thought you were talking about something else. I'll tell
I
you.
thought they were talking about like
Just
mature
entertainment.
entertainment place.
Wow.
I was concerned for like what is happening.
That's a different type of shenanigans.
Yes, it is. Now we're back to that bear story, aren't we?
That's the coming out of the locker with whipped cream. I mean, shaving cream kind of place. That's what that is.
Guess I better shower. The irony is I scored it about the same. It's like a 2.5 out of 5. It's a 5 for me. I wish the ending. I guess I wish they had I wish they were more like Inspector Clouseau, just like stumbling into solving the crime. And I wish it had just been a little smoother into that. That way, there is sort of a plot, but the plot doesn't feel like it's in the way. The movie kind of slows down for all the plot points. It slows down for the little romance date moments. I mean, there's goofy moments where he's dancing around trying to flash her, and then she kind of tricks on it. Well, it's fine. It gets us into Winnebago and stuff, but it loses its zaniness during some of those moments. But overall, I get it.
That is kind of a good point, because with Shot in the Dark, it's the plot is what keeps this going forward, and it just, you want to see Clouseau sort of stumble his way through the film into success. Whereas with this, it's just they sort of pure luck happen into a couple pieces of good fortune, and the rest of it is no, we're just complete idiots. We're not even getting through on luck or anything. It's just, well, I'd say dumb luck.
Yeah, I mean the girl is the one who really did all the work. So,
well, yeah, it kind of, now that you pointed out, it makes me think of a little bit like the early Marx Brothers movies where they still had, what was his name, Zeppo. They're like play it straight brother. Like he was the foster of this story that kind of like, oh, we have the thing that he's the kind of what drives the story, but everybody else is more interested in the other goofy guys that are in their shenanigans. There's the word again, happening around him.
Yeah, that was definitely true. I didn't say hello to Ronnie. Say hello to Ronnie. How are you doing, brother? Man, hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well indeed. And Mike popped in from Pacific 414. He's doing great. Another great YouTuber friend in all this journey. Man, hope you're doing all right. SQUEEKA, how you want to score this one? This has got to be an interesting one.
I give it a jar of maple syrup, no ketchup.
Pecan? No, it's maple?
Butter pecan syrup. I mean, when I watched it again, like, is it a movie that I'm like, oh, I have to see it again? No. Would I watch it again? Yeah, I'd watch it for a giggle, and it's definitely one that if it was playing in the background and I wouldn't turn it off, I might stop and pause what I'm doing and laugh at a scene or two. But I mean, score wise, it's one of my favorite Afghanistan animations for sure.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
But I I mean, I don't know for a score. Like, it's hard to tell because for this one I'm kind of mixed because it's funny and I liked it. So I mean, I want to give it like a 4, but I didn't like the ending. I agree. I didn't like the way she was all like, "Oh, here, guys, you're drunk. Let me hand this to you." But I mean, even at the end, like the doll, y'all, the doll, or the fight between the old men, it was great. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. A 3 out of 5. We'll put it in the middle.
All right, you're fine. You're fine. Loki, it definitely took you back. That's for sure, my friend. No, I made you laugh. That's all we know. This week, you definitely got a laugh out of you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love it. I love it. We can just sit back and laugh and have a good time, especially after recent events. Sit back, watch a funny movie, have a couple of laughs, watch some very dumb people do some very dumb things. It always helps you feel a little better about being you too. So yeah, well, this is great. I love times like these, and movies like these are fun. We don't have to get into any kind of in-depth, super analytical review for a movie like this. Did you have a good time? Yes. Did you laugh? Yes. Then the movie did what it was intended to do. It passes. Give it a green check mark. Move on to the next. Come back around every once in a while and laugh your butt off. That's all that matters.
It's all fair. It's all fair. We'll finish with our special guest, Beard, my friend. You hadn't seen it for a minute. Gave it a little rousing bit of laughs and giggles. What say you, my friend?
I kind of want to give this like a 6.5 out of 10, but that's heavily weighted to just how much I enjoy it. Story wise, yeah, it falls flat. It seems like it was a bunch of guys who wanted to have fun. They had enough funny moments, but not enough plot to pitch a film. So they had to come up with something. So yeah, I acknowledge that is the weak point of the story, the plot and how things happen. But there's enough goofiness happening throughout the movie that I don't really care. So yeah, I'd give it probably like a 6 out of 10, just because it's funny. I know it's got its weak points, but I just don't care.
And it's all fair, my friend. I get it. It's look, comedies is definitely the weird thing, right? Because it doesn't matter about story as much. You want to have a through line. The airplane guy, David Zucker, talks about this, like the difference between Hot Shots and Airplane is the through line of the whole story. So it makes you care about characters and stuff. But I will say, you still care about these characters. It doesn't matter about the story. You are rooting for these guys to not get screwed over in this situation, because as much as they are just goobers and cutting up and whatever, you feel like they're decent humans. They're not trying to be the a-holes.
They make you like them.
Yeah, they're likable. So I think all that does well. So yeah, definitely a good time. I'm glad we chose this one for sure. Look at Zach's popping in, or at least saying hello. How you doing, Zach? Hope you're doing all right, my friend. Okay. So yeah, this is a fun one. We're gonna have more fun in the coming weeks and that kind of thing. So, but if you have missed it, folks, you might have missed it. Ironcaster was on last night. The Monday shows should be a thing. Everybody should be like, oh man, I had missed it. Where it's Tuesday, you might have missed Ironcaster on Monday. Yes, you might have. So make sure you check that description. Make sure you're subscribed to @Ironcaster. Let's get him going. LFG, let's go. Ironcaster, my friend, what else is going on? You got plans later on tonight, this rest of the week?
So was supposed to be on the t-shirt tonight, but he's taking a bit of a sabbatical for the night, so maybe we'll go live. I've got some stuff piling up. I gotta get painted, so yeah, maybe we'll get in on that. I've got a whole bunch of paint here I gotta get knocked out, so yeah, maybe we'll just chill out.
Hey man, like some of that.
I mean, aside from that, all kinds of stuff coming up. Talking comics over on Saturday. Actually, Saturday's now a big day for me because it's we're talking. I've already got 3 streams going on. I might be adding in a 4th and just completely filling up my Saturdays. We've got the puppet stuff going on over at Snowdub. We've talking comic books with 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser. We're talking, kind of whatever stuff in kind of general geekery with T-shirt historian. And I think we might even manage to squeeze in a little bit of Warhammer talk with the common nerd. So stay tuned, folks, over on the old Tweet Twat machine. I'll be sure to post out where I'll be at.
That's awesome. Awesome, my friend. It's good stuff. Beard, you got stuff headed up, lined up, anything going on?
No, I'm still kind of my hiatus from doing anything regular. I might do some game streaming every now and then over on my channel, but other than that, I'm just kind of showing up here and there, like a guest spot here. So no, I don't have anything regular. I will go ahead and just for the hell of it, shout out my buddies Jacob Ironside and Art to the Icky over on After the Weekend. Those are the two guys that like really kind of supported me and brought me into this whole YouTube thing. Yeah, that's it. R2 is he's returning with a new sort of format for his show, so I'm happy to see that he's managed to find a way to move forward. I kind of felt bad stepping away from that one because it was just the two of us, so I'm really, really happy for him.
No, it's all good, man. I'm happy for you too, man. Just enjoy life, do your thing, and if you do something, just let everybody know so we can all get out there and support you. And I'm always rooting for more zombies and more video game zombie stuff with SQUEEKA.
We need more zombies.
Yeah,
maybe I'll make Ironcaster play with us too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we need to start a new playthrough of that.
That would be.
You got to get the SQUEEKA giggles so Pops can have a good day.
Oh, I do. I actually just feel like I should go back and download those and just have like the super cut of SQUEEKA going and squeeching and just giggling and just, oh my gosh, it's good. So it's always good. Before I get to Loki, let me say thanks to Scott. He's popping in here a little $5 super. Thank you so much, Scott. As always, man. Been a brother, supporter, and all this, man. A friend so be safe out there, man. Doing your thing and reach out. Let me know what's going on, man. Send me a message. Let me get an update on your world and stuff like that. But thank you so much. And Mike, you take care. And if you have not subscribed to Mike, make sure you check out his channel. He's got a great show Wednesday and Sundays in particular. Good friend in all this for sure. So, Loki, I'm always looking forward to Wednesdays. But you've been busy anyway, man. A lot of stuff. He's been, by the way, folks, he's been the one following. So I'm usually the one watching crap that he doesn't have to watch. He's usually laughing at my expense. But that world has flipped in 2025. He's watching this alien show. So I'm watching Loki talk about the alien show because I'm not watching it. So what's going on, my friend?
Derpistan. I can talk to the alien. Click, click, tick, 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 tick. Oh. Please, somebody shoot me. This was not my idea. This was Zero's idea. Zero's like, why don't we watch new Alien Earth? Yeah, I hear it's supposed to be good. And I said, I heard it was going to be absolute shit, but okay, I will give it a shot. It is absolute garbage. There is a trans android that talks to aliens. That's like tick 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 tick. That talks to the xenomorph and has conversations. Yeah, so that's where we're at on Alien Earth.
I thought you were just having a stroke.
No. That's the way they growl and tick to each other. Tick 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 tick.
It sounds terrible at every possible
It's terrible.
way.
It's terrible. It's horrible. Yeah. Don't waste your time.
The best thing about the show for the Monday show was the fact that you were able to use the word derpy and got it on your thumbnail and everything. That's the best thing to check out. Is the use of the word reset the clock for derpy.
Derpy. Yeah, derpy
was good. That was a good reference. I like
derpy, Dumb and Dumber, Pretty Bird. There's so many just because it's just bad. It is Dumb and Dumber level stupid.
But Wednesdays we usually get a little positive thing. We try and talk about positive stuff. We try and keep it positive and life lesson, some kind of life lesson. I know that's not the most popular thing. People start going, oh my God, life lesson. I don't listen to a fucking life lesson. Well, it might help you out. It might give you an idea. It might open up a horizon. You might go out and play in the rain like I do, which is absolutely nuts. Every once in a while, Eris opens the back door and is like, why the hell are you out in the rain, boy? And I'm like, hee. That sounds funny.
Stupid fun shit like that. That'll
make yourself help laugh, you out. Man. Have some fun, right?
Have some fun.
Try it with powdered sugar next time.
No, thank you.
Well, when he's out in the rain, just run over and throw powdered sugar and then pull your phone out and take a picture and send to us.
Yeah. No, we're not going to do that. I won't be telling you.
No pictures if you dress like Farva in the powdered sugar.
That's
no
right.
pictures.
No pictures. She did want me to say hi to everybody. she was like, tell Pops and everybody I said hi. I was like, all
She
right.
can come on anytime. I didn't think she was ever home during the Talk
She
Hard.
just got home like
Oh,
30 minutes ago when I said I'd be right back, and was like, tell
okay.
everybody I said hi. I was like, okay, I'll tell everybody.
Oh.
I said hi.
Hail to the Queen of Chaos. Hail.
Very, very. She's so supportive and
Yeah.
puts up with all my shit. So I love her.
So let me tell you why I thought of you guys today, because I know we talk about the farm sometimes, and the 1,200-pound bull. He's still a baby. He's only a year old, and he just decides to just start running at the deer. I don't know what he was. He wasn't running at them to hurt them. He's just running to play. Like he's frolicking like a giant Labrador running. It's like this 1,200-pound Angus bull just running. And Laura's like, "Don't you ever take a picture, take a photo?" I said, "There's no way I'm going to stop and laugh, and there's no way. I'm just like, it's just I don't have to do with him. He's just absurd. He's insane." So, yeah, that was my moment today. Was like, what kind of world am I in? If you told me 5 years ago I'd be on a farm with some 1,200-pound bull who behaves like a giant dog, I never would have believed any of this nonsense. So, it's good stuff. So. Let's see. Yeah, I've been putting out a few content here and there. Been recording Friday Popcasts a little bit on and off. Got another recording in with the oldest of the 5 kids. So yeah, my daughter Tay Tay will be back in the house. We're talking Wednesday, giving our take on the Wednesday show with Joker Voice. He comes in and joins and has his take on that. We don't get a lot of good TV these days, folks. And I have regrets of not doing something on Mob. Maybe I need to go back and just watch Mobland again, because it's actually maybe the best show of the year. Not a lot of good TV, but it was actually good. Wednesday is kind of a nice, fun, pleasant, enjoyable experience. It's not the best thing ever. There are always moments and things they get wrong. There's tons of, they use different writers. So it's hard to know how to criticize it too, because they just let some writers slide in one line or whatever. They let it through. But overall,
Don't forget Tulsa King.
We have a new season.
Yeah, it's coming next in 4 days.
Coming up.
4 days.
It's coming up. So I mean, Tulsa King's been solid. It's been on the slide since the first one, but it's still better than almost everything else. I mean, almost everything Taylor Sheridan is. So that's good. I'm not saying there's not going to be good things. It's just that I feel like there's just slim pickings.
Well, the thing is, though, Pops, that means it's just the perfect time to go revisit some classics or maybe some stuff you overlooked. And might I go ahead and suggest a little Stargate?
Oh, I've watched some Stargate. I told you I watched like 3 or 4 episodes. I just didn't do a video or anything like that. I didn't know what to do. And you guys were telling me I didn't watch.
One of my favorites.
You guys tell me I just didn't watch long enough. Because I was like, I didn't dislike it. I was just meh. No, what is this? Zach, I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is that on? Anybody know? What's Dark Wolf?
I haven't even heard of that.
I don't know what that is. This is the other problem with TV and streaming. So if you're not in that streaming bubble, you don't know about it. You might even,
The Terminal List?
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I saw the thing pop up for it. I haven't watched it. I need to rewatch the whole first season if I'm going to watch it. Because I did like the first season. But I need to watch the whole first season to kind of retake. It's been like 2 years at least, Zach. So I don't know. I'm glad you like it, Zach. Hopefully it's worth watching. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about anything on Amazon. They're definitely one of the most extreme of good and bad and how it goes. So we'll see. So, but lots of shenanigans around here. What's that?
Watch it right meow.
Right, meow, meow.
Yeah. You gotta meow. I gotta watch it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, good stuff coming up. We'll have some fun shows. Weird Science, I think, is up next, right, Ironcaster? Weird Science is next week.
That'd be correct.
Weird Science.
Louis Sparrow will be in the house with us. She'll be returning, hanging out with us for a bit, bringing her classy accent up in this joint, making me feel, it's a prequel. Oh, see, I don't like prequels, Zach's like,
So
it's
again,
about the
Pops,
Taylor. It's
come
about
watch
the Taylor.
sequel.
I know. Watch Stargate instead. I know. I have so many movies to watch. I am doing like a Halloween, the Pops watch Popstoberfest. My daughter liked Popstoberfest, and I made this incredible logo and banner stuff within like 2 seconds. So we kind of had to laugh at how fast the graphic art has come. Like with these people, I feel bad for them, my son included. It's like, wow, this is not even like you can just tell it. It was like I don't know. So I have a lot of more horror movies to watch and stuff like that for the October. So we'll be doing that too. So Yeah. Well, folks, it's been great. It's been fun to have a nice laugh. I think Loki, you said that. It's like it's nice to have something to put on, just have a laugh, have a chuckle. I know Beard was like, yeah, I need to watch that movie again. I'd have a good time watching that. Let's watch that again. I was like, yeah, Beard, I'm glad to have you, man. That's good. So, but yeah, it's been great to have everybody here. Great to you guys in chat. Thank you again to all of you and your generosity and your support and love. Thank you so much for all that. Beard, yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Just, let's do this again.
Always fun.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a great week. Be blessed, talk hard, and until next time, I am Pops.
Bob Ross, you won't never see me tripping. Got the vision, I don't even need assistance. Bob Ross.